guys, it's me again, Ruowen Huang. After some heavy topic, I decided I want to talk about some light topic to lighten my own mood. So before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today I want to talk about fairy season. Why do I want to talk about fairy season? Is because if you happen to live in Canada like I do, you happen to be surrounded by a lot of nature, a lot of green, a lot of... It doesn't have to be wood only. It just have to be a lot of natural elements. Then you may, or you want to, I don't know, one or the other, want to do fairy scouting. Fairy scouting. This is a good time to do fairy scouting. Why? Because there's a reason for it. It doesn't mean only fall is the fairy season. Well, it is. It is and it's not. It just, during fall, people tend to see more fairy than usual. And then there is a reason for it. Each season, if you're living in a country that all four seasons is very obvious to you, you can sense it, you can feel it. So you would know what I meant by this. Each season has its own frequency, its own vibration, right? Why winter tend to be very long and deep and slower. It feels slower just because you got such a long stroke, right? Summer, you will have a very fast vibration. So if you understand this, you will understand it's human ourselves is a vibration, right? If we are impacted by a greater, bigger vibration, then we will automatically get influenced. So our vibration will tend to be more like them. So when it comes to season, we will, whether you are very aware or not aware, being influenced or impacted by the season vibration. That means you normally like this, but because of that, you become a little bit longer, a little bit faster, a little bit slower, or whatever that thing is. You guys might feel that people come to winter, I feel more depressed. Some people feel, I'm more upbeat or things like that. It's based on your own vibration, whatever works for you. So the reason I'm talking about fall is a good fairy season. That is because not only fairy, troll, we talk about goblin, is in a longer frequency. They are the longer, bigger frequency existence, right? So normal human frequency, if they get slower down a little bit, and then that means you will bring to the same almost so-called dimension. I bring to the same dimension of troll or same dimension of goblin and fairy, right? Then you're most likely to see them. Anyway, hope that makes sense for you. So every season had its own different fairy. You will be prone to see certain fairy easier than the other. For example, people who are very aware will most likely see like flower fairy or tree fairy or leaf fairy. Those kind of things that is, not so upbeat, but kind of light frequency existent. While in summer, you will most likely see the faster frequent fairy. They will most likely appear on top of the lake, the ocean. They jump faster, they are smaller, and then while in winter, you will have better chance to see the bigger one. That is more steady frequency, more calm. So if I use one tree and tree itself had different frequency, vibration, I will use the roots, the deep vibration is more like a winter. The true trunk is more like a fall. And then the leaf is more like the spring. The energy that is given out from the tree itself, it's more like summer. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Now, if it doesn't make sense, it's okay. I'm just doing this light episode, hoping that you guys might be able to do some fairy scouting, because it's fall in Canada right now. And then because we're surrounded by a lot of nature, it's very easy to spot them. And if you want to know, well, my human eyes couldn't spot them, and I don't know what to do, I don't really see them, there is certain clue that you can follow too, like human eyes can actually see. That is, if you go to walk in the trail, you will see certain patch or certain area of the moss, or the green seems to be a little bit off color than the rest of it. Where I notice when there are a lot of fairy activity, in art we say it would be 1 degree lighter green. Everything is the same green, but this patch got 1 shade lighter. So usually it will be like a little bit yellowish, yellowish hue, a little bit lighter. When you are walking, if there is some fairy activity, it feels like you have that bubbly sense, like flashback. It's like same as if you drink a club soda or something, and that sense of bubbly. When you walk past some path, and then there are some fairy activity, you will have that sense like you taste some kind of club soda. Or sometimes it can be a light sense or fragrance, usually very light. I would say in this time of the year, you would deal with a lot of, they are not fairy, they're actually coming from more goblin. You will have a sense of pumpkin spice. Does that make sense to you? I hope it makes sense to you, because I'm trying to teach you guys how to do fairy hunting. You will have a pumpkin spice sense or harvest sense, like seems to flash by, and then you don't know what it is. Like usually come from goblin. And then on the lake or something, you will see the smoke that almost come from, those are elf actually. So they were about 5 feet tall, and it's almost stand straight, like a figure on top of the lake because of the big difference of the water temperature. Those can be them too. And then the reason I say fall is very good season to spot them is simply because our frequency vibration got impacted, influenced by the season, and it tend to go in a longer stroke, longer, heavier vibration, therefore match with them and will make it easier for you to spot. Okay, so anyway, just a quick episode. Don't want to confuse people more. It's just a lot of time people want to ask me, where can I see fairy, how can I see fairy? First, you need to have couple things in places. Check on your surrounding. Fairy, elf, goblin like to surround themselves with a lot of natural elements. Natural elements including wood, including stone, including natural light, including anything. So natural element. This place have to have a lot of natural element for fairy to want to be around them. Then check on, pay attention to little things. The color changing a little bit, the sense feel a little bit. Their existence will alter your sense a little bit. If you are very, very aware of your sense, you're able to spot them. So also another thing, the house that's built by wood most likely will encounter fairy more than the house that's built by concrete. Does that make sense to you? So anyway, for many of you want to do fairy hunting, fairy scouting, I guess now is the time. Go ahead and go wild. Again, if you like what I'm doing, you can always subscribe me, or click the ads, or go to my Facebook or my website ruowen.com. Till then, next time, bye bye.